And good evening. So today we're going to carry on with some Factorio space exploration. Last time I had just about started setting up a steel smeltery. We haven't quite finished yet, but we're getting there. Okay, I need to think about where I'm going to put... Okay, so we're going to alternate these. Wrong. Yeah, it's always really obvious that something looks horrendously wrong when you look at it and go, that doesn't work. Okay, and then need... So we fill in all the inserters and then we'll sort power. Okay, this needs to go on longer. There. We just make one of them underground belts and it just nicely lets us stick in these steel poles. There we go. Now, this isn't technically enough iron ore coming in here because we're at the point where we're using ore mining in order to get all our iron ore in. And because we have so much copper and stone coming through, you can see here that I've got loads of iron ore backed up on the belt, but this whole thing is full of copper and, in this case, coal. Where's this coal even going? Going nowhere. Okay. Right. You think about where that coal's going to go, because ideally I need it to get over to this oil. We got... I need to do defenses over on this side at some point. I need to get... The steel is now very slowly going up, so we're not completely swamped. And these resources should all be properly connected up to the defensive line at the north. We had to set that up because we got quite seriously attacked while we were dealing with stuff down south. Oh yeah, I need to finish clearing the copper off this belt. There we go. See how we're going to get... Now we just send this belt over to each of the factories. I need more. Hi, Winry. So this mod is the space exploration mod, and it makes everything a lot slower and take a lot longer. Sorry, I didn't think you were online, or I'd have said I was going live. So, These are fuel processors. They turn other materials into better fuel, which is on the left-hand side. I'm transitioning away from coal as a fuel source because I need coal for crafting. So I'm now using leftover light oil to make these here. Oh, have I not put enough surface here? I have not. I should probably make this a nice neat 8, so I will do all that. So yeah, basically the premise of the mod is I need to get into space and then get resources from different planets and asteroids and moons and things, and use those resources in order to be able to deal with everything I need to, like provide the research and stuff for higher tier stuff. It's like if we think about nuclear power, I now have to go to space before I can unlock nuclear power on this planet. I'm not 100% sure I agree with that from a sort of flavor perspective, but I'm fine with it in theory. Sort of, yeah. I believe, based on the loading screens, that you actually unlock spacecraft that you build on with machines and things. So, like, there's shield emitters and guns and stuff that you put on your spacecraft and then fly around space. But because this mod is quite difficult, resources are quite sparse. So I've mostly mined most of the iron ore I've had. My original coal field's all gone and I've just got this one here. I've got 2 core mines. One here and one down here. Core mining drills. And what they do is they provide infinite resources, but all mixed up in belts. Do I go over to my core mining drill down here? The close one. But the other one's exactly the same. It's the same material that's being produced. They produce all of these resources every time you break up 20 core fragments. Which means that I have to deal with all of those resources every time I break up 20 core fragments. And because I'm using iron a lot faster than I'm using coal or stone, everything just gets backed up. Like, this one is actually full of coal and copper at the minute. Coal is, I'm surprised, is that good because it's used in a lot of crafting, so I thought I'd be using it a lot more. I'm gonna get some more belts. So I need to wire this coal down to my plastic factory at the bottom, and there's another line of coal as well there from the other core mining drill as well. But you see this copper line is basically not moving at all because I'm using way less copper than I am anything else. It does feel unusual. I'm sure I normally am using more copper than this, but yeah, in terms of difficulty, I'd say this mod is probably more difficult than the vanilla by a fair. But the thing is, in terms of usage, I'm producing red circuits, but because I'm barely using them at the minute, I'm just not producing enough coal. I'm now running out of my other resources. I'm not producing enough iron, sorry. So coal's here, okay. Because I'm kind of doing the, I shouldn't really be doing things this way because basically what I'm doing, line these up properly. No, it doesn't work. Go. There we go. So yeah, by pulling coal all the way down here on this belt, I'm storing coal, not in the big warehouse. So I'm getting more other resources into it, hopefully. Yeah, I need to think of stuff to use coal for and stuff to use a lot of copper for. I've unlocked robots, but I haven't quite got to the point of making them yet. Repair these still. Need to repair a lot of these. Anything with a purple name was destroyed, so I need to actually fix it entirely. Good job I came over here and checked. Yeah, we had a quite serious biter attack down here. And then I'm still in the repairing stage, but I need to go get base defenses sorted first. One thing I am liking from this mod pack is, how do I describe it? Everything is based on upgrading the previous tier. Oh. I'll just manually craft them for now. But yeah, things were quite hectic yesterday during the stream when I was playing this. We had a meteor drop right in the middle of my base and destroy a load of stuff. And then while I was repairing that, a big massive attack wave came from the north and destroyed quite a lot of this over here and quite a lot of this down here. I was basically praying that the core mining drill wasn't destroyed because it's so expensive. Oh, I'm sorry. You were offline on Steam, so I kind of assumed you weren't around. It was during the day I was streaming. Like, I had D&D last night, so I was trying to finish streaming to go make dinner for that. I think I streamed, like, noon till 5 or so. Oh, I've got so many things up. Let's fill these with... Oh, coal. I want coal. I forgot, I just basically queued up a billion wooden poles because I'm using a lot of them and I had a load of wood. There we go. Now this should start filling up. Copper should start flowing in again. Over here, I've got an inserter factory. Destroyed some belts, what? Okay, we're just going to head down here and check what's going on. Okay, I need this. So yeah, to explain what I mean by everything scales, so you make burner inserters with sort of basic engines and iron sticks, and then they become regular inserters, and then regular inserters become fast become stack. It works the same with assembly machines. You have burner assembly machines, they go up. Labs, burner labs into regular labs. Everything kind of hears up all together. I think is good. I've also just worked out that because I left all my holes over there, I need some. Great. Yeah, these are better walls, but they only stack to 50 instead of 100, so they're more annoying to build large bases with. Yeah, this was my sort of first draft of a sort of base design. As you can see, I'm not really a fan of it. Like, I haven't even bothered to fix it and put in the good ammunition yet. Whereas this one I'm a lot happier with because it's kind of scalable. I can add on a lot more turrets if I need to. Yeah, I periodically go out and kill stuff, but at the minute, I need to focus on getting my resources in order. You're just completely full of copper ore, really? Okay. Animal resources, fine. One problem with this mod pack, in my opinion, is that because the storage are different sizes, I actually can't just flat replace one storage for a better one. I have to empty it out and then build the new one, and then like you'll see what I mean in a sec when I try and build this copper one. Okay, I need to spend this copper somewhere. Is the concrete? There it is. Iron sticks through here anymore. They're here, they're just not connected. Okay. Now we just need a chunk of steel. No problem, Misha. Enjoy. Right, so we're going to run back up here. See, I've got this one completely full of copper, this one full of copper. Up here, I've got another one I need to replace to fill with copper because I'm using so much more of my other resources than I am of copper. So the copper's just holding everything back, annoyingly. Okay, I'm going to replace this with the big guy. Because from the look of it, I need that many things for copper. Okay, yeah, take this slightly. Make it a double belt instead of a single belt. There we go. So now, copper should flow out of this and other resources will flow in. And then that should power everything else. But just feed everything else rather than power. Yeah, I thought that this would be a good way to use copper. Because if you think about a bullet, it needs 5 copper plates for every bullet that goes into a turret. But it's barely even making a dent. There's a big attack down south. Nothing's been destroyed, but a lot of stuff's being damaged, actually. I might want to go and investigate that. At the minute, the spitters are starting to outrange me, unfortunately. So without transitioning to laser turrets or some other form of defense like flamethrowers, I'm just going to have to get robots active and have them repairing stuff after battles. But even then, we held off the attack fine. A bit of damage, but nothing was destroyed. The other option would be to... Okay, something's gone wrong here. Oh, that's it. They destroyed this. Because they destroyed this belt, it made these not flow properly. That's a sort of annoyance you don't really think of until it happens. Need to clear this belt, get all the awful bullets off and only have good bullets. Fortunately, this side already had its own full belted bullets, so it was fine. That's good. Yeah, these have a range of 18. Whereas things like laser turrets have a range of 24. I think flamethrowers have a range of like 30 or something. Do I have flammables researched? Flamethrower. Yeah, range of 30. It might be worth doing that because I do have pyrotheum lying around. I just had a few of them at key locations. it might be better for dealing with spitters than what I've got so far. In terms of my damage output, that's fine. I'm killing stuff fast. It's just the spitters literally outrange me at the minute. Maybe I do want to build some flamethrower turrets. Yeah, let's go for it after we've done this research for the jetpack, which I'm probably never going to use. Because flamethrowers are oil under pressure, whereas the turrets with bullets have to be able to accurately hit a target, and the targeting system isn't as good as you might hope, is my guess. Like, if I put a flamethrower there, that would be, if the nozzle was here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it would still outrange these turrets by like 8 or something. And I've got pyrotheum up here, which is not being used for anything. Or I could use the crude oil here, which is sort of slowly building up. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should go for flamethrowers. There are attack over this side. This side's got a lot less spitters. Okay, we lost a little bit of wall over this side. It looks like over here could maybe use some flamethrowers as well. There's just a line of insects here. They didn't make it to the wall, really. Because there's no corpses here, I know that the cause of death of those walls was ranged attacks from spitters. Yeah, okay, I've sold myself on it. I'll build some flamethrowers. I might even go for it now because I don't really care about what I'm researching at the minute. It should be fairly quick because it's only a 30-second research and I only need 50. Well, they're automatic turrets, so they don't want to be firing constantly, so... I mean, yeah, it is silly, but flamethrowers, in this game at least, outrange them by a fair chunk. No worries, Winry. I need to think about how the damage works for flamethrowers again, because there's a mechanic to it where the type of liquid you put in, the more damage it deals. Yeah, but they'd also be using 6 iron plates per bullet thing as well, because it's 1 for this and then 1 steel. Or is it 1 for this? It's not, is it? It's 4. 4 plus 1 steel, so 9 iron plates and 5 copper plates per bullet. I'm guessing that pyrotheum... No, pyrotheum is the material from thingy. What's it called? Pyrotheum was from Minecraft. As it is actually this. Pyroflux. We need some steel plates. Fine, we'll grab some. And should be plenty for everywhere I need defending. think I want 2 up north, maybe 3 up north, and then 4 down south, and I've got 3 to play with if I find other high attack frequency areas. I think 3 here, maybe 3 here, and then 4 down the bottom. Yeah, I think that would work. Wait for them to craft. Actually, the good part about flamethrowers is that they feed themselves like in a line, so I can just put fuel into one side and then all of them will be fueled. Okay, so I started crafting them. It'll take a while. I wonder if it's worth automating the crafting. I'm automating crafting regular turrets, so maybe. I think it says anywhere that I can see. Actually, the splitters are just kind of getting off shots, but they aren't being a massive issue on here at least. So I think these 3 would be fine if I can get them fueled. Wall them in for safety, because what sane person wouldn't do that? Okay, do I use the pyroflux, which isn't really being used for anything right now, so it's kind of a wasted resource? Yeah, maybe I should. In fact, if pyroflux was not worth it. Right, that's not to say it doesn't have any uses, it does definitely, but good. Let's fill it with pyroflux, see how they do. If necessary, I can change it to copper, not copper, crude oil later. Pyroflux 100. So pyroflux has 120% damage. I think crude oil is 100. So I think light oil and pyroflux have the same percentage. Unless it's been rebalanced so that like heavy oil's 100 and crude oil's 90 or something. But light oil is the most powerful one for the vanilla game. Attack. It's gone. Okay, where was the attacks? Were the issue? There was here. Put these flamethrowers then. Yeah, you get to watch me do all these sorts of random, tiny troubleshooting things I do when I'm playing this game. The stuff that makes people go, why do you do it like that? I think I want to do over here as well. I feel like I need one down here that's closer. Maybe this one. Place this with another one of these. I'm going to fuel it. Okay, so I have to get this one. There we go. It's not neat, but it is fueled. So that for the more long distance ones, and then this for the ones that get close. And 2 here to take attacks on this wall, which seems to be bearing the brunt of some attacks. That seems fine. I need to work out what the hell I'm going to do with all this copper. I got an attack. Just walls are being damaged at the minute, which means that the turrets are taking them out fine. Yeah, I did think it would probably be this wall. I've already reinforced this once already. I think I've interrupted this iron line so many times so far. They're the same fluid. Fine. Yeah, this mod is definitely having issues with stuff with the same fluid in. It's definitely an annoyance, but I can't really do anything about it. As long as the game thinks they're separate fluids, I kind of just need to deal with it. Okay, I'm going to be right back here, and we're going to hope that this new defense works while I'm AFK, and see whether you lot can tell me whether it worked properly. We'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. It doesn't look like any damage was dealt, so... Ah, damn it. I was hoping it wouldn't do that far. Go get some better walls. Yeah, trying to be cutesy with lifts never really works out for me, so I should stop trying that, but using cliffs as a free defense is just so easy that... These walls are improved with steel running through them. They've got steel spikes on, so that when enemies melee them, they take damage back. I don't know how much damage. Doesn't really say, it just says deals damage back to the attackers. They certainly look a lot more sinister. How many have we got left? Less than 100. Go restock. Back to the attacker. It doesn't actually say melee attacker. Right, I'm fairly sure it will be just melee only, but it's interesting. Yeah, even the walls scale with each other. Like, I'm fairly sure there's probably a wall after steel. Oh no, apparently not. Spaceship walls, there we go. But they don't use the previous one. Ooh. Okay, make sure. There we go. Well, the flame attack seems to be working. Maybe I need another flame thing here. Yes, I cheated to connect it. I know that I've not really been streaming very long, but I'm actually not feeling very well suddenly, so I'm gonna stop here. It might be that after I've laid down for a bit, I feel a bit better, and I'll start streaming again. But for now, at least, I'm gonna have to stop. I'm sorry. I just suddenly come over feeling not very great. So sorry for the very short stream. Hopefully, if I get back, I'll be able to stream for a bit longer. If not, then we'll see about tomorrow. So thank you for watching. Sorry it's such a short stream, and see you later.